Hey y'all, it's Keeley, and today I'm going to be filming my May wrap-up. So I know this video is like super late, but here's the thing. I already filmed this and I already edited it. But the thing was, sometimes iMovie messes up and it says like camera is missing or something like that. So basically I couldn't upload it, so now I have to refilm it, and it's the end of June, but I'm going to do it anyway. So in the month of May, I read 4 books, so let's get on into it. The first book I read in the month of May was Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, and I read this with Ashley from A Dash of Ash. We've been buddy reading this series, and it has been so much fun. This book, guys, is massive, and let me tell you, a lot goes down. I think, though, Air of Fire is still my favorite, but I really did like Queen of Shadows. But I was kind of in a reading slump when I was reading it, so that might be why it didn't live up to Air of Fire. But so much goes down, and we get to see like a lot of character development, I guess, and the way that this ends, you're like, okay, how is the next one gonna go? I'm not sure, and I can't tell much about this story because it is the fourth one. It's hard to tell because there's a lot of prequels and all that stuff, but this is a sequel in the series. But basically it's about assassins, and there's fairies and an evil king, all that type of stuff you need to know, but it is so good, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. This next book I'm not going to talk too much about because I do have a review, so I will leave that link down below so you can go watch it, where I go further in depth. It is spoiler free, so go check that out. But the book I'm talking about is Overruled by Brittany Joy. This is book 1 in the Overruled series, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought that I would enjoy it, but like I really enjoyed it. I was sent this for free in exchange for an honest review. Once again, you can go check out that review. But basically it's about this kingdom. It's dual point of view. We follow Nova and Princess Jade. Nova moves back to the kingdom that she lived in when she was like a small child, so she doesn't remember much of it, but she realizes that something is weird here. Princess Jade is obviously the princess, and she has been behind closed doors for 16 years, and she finally makes an appearance into the kingdom, so things are a little weird. But the magic system is incredible. I really loved it and thought it was so interesting, and I give this one 4 out of 5 stars. This next book was a reread for me, and I flew through this even though I was in a reading slump, and that is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I also have a review for this book that I will leave down below. It's like 30 minutes long. It's ridiculous. That's such a weird thing to say because I don't usually do reviews, but for this month I actually have 2. You should go check them out. I'm actually kind of proud of them. But this one I tabbed all up. All of these blue ones here are for my love Julian. I absolutely love him. But guys, I once again love this book so much. There were so many things that I had forgotten, so many scenes that I remembered I loved but didn't remember how much I loved. And I just love Julian so much. This is my favorite Cassandra Clare novel. This is book 1 in the Dark Artifices, so there are 2 other series you need to read before you get to this one. But it is incredible, totally worth it. I love all the other books too, but this one's my favorite. I have yet to read Lord of Shadows, but I don't want to talk about that. It's fine. I'm so behind. Reading slumps kill you, let me tell you. But once again, 5 out of 5 stars. It was wonderful, and I just love it so much, guys. This next book I read was Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, Maureen Johnson, and Robin Wasserman. And this is a collection of short stories around one of the characters in the Mortal Instruments. And guys, I know what you're thinking. Sometimes short stories, like in a bind up, you're like, okay, there's gonna be some that I don't like. That is not the case for this book. I loved every single story. Like, they got better and better as I went. Like, I started out and one was my favorite, then the next one was, then the next one, and it's just got so good. And we get to see everyone from the past series. We get to see Jim, Tessa, and Will, and Clary, and Jace, and Alec, and Magnus, and Isabel, and all of those people, and I just love it so much. We get introduced to new characters that are very beloved, and I just love them so much. And this book made me so happy, but by the end of it, I was in the fetal position in my bed crying, and I like lay like that for 3 hours just thinking about what this book did to me. But it was so good, so worth it. And I read these 2 books to prepare for Lord of Shadows, but once again, haven't read it. It's fine, whatever. But 5 out of 5 stars, easy, so good. easily the best set of short stories I have ever read. So that is it for everything I read in the month of May. Sorry this is going up so late, but it is going up, better late than never, you know? But as always, my social media links will be down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!